Hello and welcome to another YouTube Sponsors Exposed. Today we're looking at Every Plate, and Every Plate is essentially the, off-brand version of HelloFresh. So all you missed with the unboxing is a big old, not as nicely packaged version of HelloFresh steaks. This is the wonderful box most of the, vegetable stuff came in. Alright, so this is what we were supposed to come up with. This is what we got. It's actually a pretty good representation of it, so we're going to taste this and we'll be back to give you the verdict on the cheaper version of HelloFresh. This is our second meal from Every Plate. Really the big comparison, I guess, here is HelloFresh, because the last YouTube Sponsors Exposed we did was on HelloFresh, and we said it was kind of worth it, but just really expensive. This is much less expensive, probably about 40% less expensive. With both of these meals, one thing that this lacks compared to HelloFresh, HelloFresh always had like these very unique ingredients to give you like distinct sauces and flavor profiles. So far with Every Plate, it's a lot more just groceries. There's not a whole lot of Every Plate flair to it. Like this thing, the garnish was garlic butter. It also arrives in a way that really just feels like groceries were ordered, because HelloFresh is separate bags for each meal. This is just a cardboard carton full of all your crap. And you just throw it in the fridge and grab it as you need. Overall, I'd say, HelloFresh is distinctly better. It's definitely a step below in quality of ingredients, quality of the types of recipes. With HelloFresh, it feels like a chef is trying to teach you how to make good food. Like you're making your own sauces from scratch. It's like it's harder too. That's one nice thing about Every Plate. It's really easy. The recipes are really basic, really straightforward. There's a lot less difficulty to it, but I didn't find HelloFresh was too difficult. It was almost a fun level of difficulty where you can figure it out and get it done, and then the end product is really satisfying. Quick disclaimer about the steak. I'm gonna cut this in somewhere. Mrs. Skeem and I were talking about it. For the up cost of the steak, it's really not a good piece of meat. Definitely not worth upgrading to the steak. The other meal without the steak was better. It's not a good tasting, even for a flank steak. Really bland. Like all I can taste is the garlic butter and the salt and pepper. There's like no actual distinct flavor for the steak itself. Let's just go to verdict-y stuff. Is it as advertised? Mrs. Skeem, how is this advertised?
As a cheap meal delivery service.
Cheap meal delivery service. Well, for meal delivery services, it is cheap. So yeah, it's as advertised. Is it worth it? I'd say no. Unlike HelloFresh, there's really not anything here that justifies me not just ordering groceries online with a cookbook. HelloFresh has enough uniqueness to what they send you to almost justify the premium you're paying. You're getting taught through their cards how to basically make certain, sauces and other things from scratch. There's a little more fun to it. It's more well organized. This just feels like I ordered groceries, but I paid a premium for someone to choose my groceries for me.
While HelloFresh may have tasted better because it had more uniqueness to it, I don't care about that. I need to feed my family and I need it to be quick and easy.
I wouldn't call either of these quick or easy though. This is somewhat easier, but it's the same time requirement as HelloFresh.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was fine. You and I have different tastes. You like basic food. I like complex flavor profiles. If you are, I guess let's put it this way, if you are someone with any sort of distinction to your palate, you're going to be underwhelmed by this and feel like you could come up with something better with a recipe book and a grocery store run or a grocery store delivery. Well, I'll put it this way, if you're willing to pay to get your groceries delivered, I guess this is kind of worth it, but it's still more expensive. I feel like you just buy a recipe book and just choose from that and then just order the groceries that you need that are in the ingredients list. I would think that'd be a better alternative. HelloFresh, there was enough to justify it that I was like, maybe it's worth it depending. This, I just couldn't recommend it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what other things that we need to expose or whatever, I don't care. What products are advertised to you every day that you're curious about? Let me know and share the video so we can afford to buy them and test them for you. So you don't have to. Until next time. I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Bye!